Hello subscribers and YouTube watchers, this is Vivs from SlideNerd over here. In this vid, I'm gonna go ahead and make this block, but before I do anything, I wanna show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do in this vid. So here I have my 7, 8, 9, divide by, and this left bracket, right? Now they are inside this horizontal linear layout, which is our green box, right? And then we have 4, 5, 6, multiply, and the other closing bracket, which is inside another horizontal linear layout. Same thing for 1, 2, 3, minus sign, right? And same, and if you see this equal to button, now this is not a part of the horizontal linear layout because vertically it's taking twice the space, so we can't do that with a horizontal linear layout. Now can this be a part of a vertical linear layout? Now think about this can be a vertical linear layout, this can be another one, this can be third one, but here again we are stuck, right? Because 0 is not a part of these two vertical linear layouts, so we have an odd man in both ways, either horizontally or vertically. So that's why I've decided to take up things horizontally, because there are less number of layouts if we go horizontally compared to the vertical ones, right? So next you have this 0 dot and the plus sign inside this horizontal box, which is our horizontal linear layout. Now how do we group these two things together? It's very simple. We take your 1, 2, 3, that is the layout, this green box 1 and the green box 2, these two boxes, put them one below each other inside this brown box, which is a vertical linear layout. And now this brown box and this equal to are actually one near each other, and that means they are inside a horizontal linear layout, right? This blue box, that is our horizontal linear layout in this case. And now again there is something you guys should observe. Now this is 4 buttons and this is 1 button, and that's exactly the ratio I've taken over here, 4:1. Alright, now if you see green box 1, green box 2 and our blue box, they are inside this pink box, which is vertical linear layout. This is our complete structure, and again there are some ratios you guys have to see. Take a look. 1:2, this is the ratio, right? We need to bring this ratio in terms of layout width. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to construct this basic skeleton, that is our pink box and these two green boxes and this blue box inside that. So let's go and do that in Eclipse. Alright, so what I have here is I have my black box in the diagram. Inside this black box, what I need to do is I need to make this green box number 1, green box number 2, and this blue box, right? So let's go and do that here in the code. Where's the black box? Let's find it out first. Here is the black box, right? Inside this, I'm gonna go ahead, make the linear layout 1, which is gonna be our green box 1. For the width, I'm gonna say match parent. For the height, I'm gonna say wrap content. For now, we're gonna use layout weights over here. Control Shift F to format stuff. Let's go down now. So here, I'm gonna give this an ID. I'm gonna call it green box number 1. And this is a horizontal linear layout because it is going to have 7, 8, 9 divide by in this horizontally. So this is a horizontal linear layout. Let's give this a color just to distinguish it. You want to say background over here, and let's say 0, F0 for green color. Let's go to the graphical layout and see. We are going to see nothing because there is no content inside this. No problems. We'll put content. Don't worry about that. Let's copy paste the same thing because we need another green box, that is 4, 5, 6 multiply and the closing bracket. So let me copy paste the same green box over here in the linear layout. Go down, call this green box number 2 and give this a slightly darker color so that I can see the difference between both of them. I call this 0A0, dark green. And next below this I have my blue box, which is again a complex structure. Let me go and make the blue box, which is going to be simply again copy paste for this. I'll call this gray blue box with a width match parent, height match parent, and this is a vertical linear layout, I believe. But for now, let's keep things as it is, alright. For the color, I'm gonna say 00F, that's our blue color. Let me go to the graphical layout and see how that looks. We'll see nothing over here because there is nothing inside. So now, there is the time to give the weights. Now if you remember, this green box 1 has a ratio of 1 in terms of height in the presentation. And this again, the green box 2 has a proportion of 1, and this blue box has a height of 2, right? So let's go and do that in our code. I'm gonna give the first one a width of layout weight of 1. That is our green box number 1. For the second one, I'm going to give a layout weight of 1 again. For the blue box, I'm going to give a layout weight of 2. So since this is a vertical linear layout, that is our parent layout, which is a black box, we are going to have layout height as redundant. So we're going to cut 0 dp over here for all of them. Let's go to the graphical layout and see how that looks. Okay, there is the green box number 1, green box number 2, and the blue box. Now this green box is actually clashing with the above green box, so you guys cannot see it clearly. Let me change the color slightly for the first one, from 0F0 to something like 0D0. Alright, now you guys can clearly see those 3 boxes one below each other. Alright, now it's time to put some buttons inside. So inside this first green box, let me put 7, 8, 9 divide by in the plus inside the horizontal linear layout. Where's the green box 1? Here's our green box 1. I need to put 5 buttons inside. Let me drag and drop, copy paste the same 5 buttons which we created previously. For the first button, we probably have a name 7. Then we have our 8 over here. Okay, for the division symbol, we are again stuck. It's hold alt, enter 246 on your numpad, and there's your division symbol, right? And then you have your opening bracket over here. remove the closing bracket. Now remember, there's some error over here. You probably guys are wondering what is going on. Don't worry about it. The width should be this is a horizontal linear layout, right? This is the green box one is horizontal linear layout. So the width should be wrap content for each of them. The height should be match parent. Let's go and do that. I'm gonna copy paste this for all the buttons first. Alright, now there's a layout weight of 1 which is already given over here because we copy pasted it from the previous step. Alright, so if you see this green box 1 is actually a horizontal linear layout. So when you give a layout weight, that means the width calculation becomes redundant, so make it 0 dp for all of them. Let's go to the graphical layout and check how this looks. Oh, there you go, 7, 8, 9 divide by and our left bracket. Now next we need to create is a 4, 5, 6 multiply and the closing bracket. It's the same copy paste of these 5 buttons. Let's go and do that. So here are my 5 buttons created. I'm going to go ahead and copy paste these. They are going to go inside the second green box over here, which is given by green box 2 inside our code. So here inside this I'm going to go ahead and copy paste them. Alright, so for here the buttons are 4, then we have 5, 6. For the multiply I'm going to simply put an X over here, and we have our closing bracket, right? Let's go to the graphical layout and take a look. Alright, things look good. We have 4, 5, 6 multiply and the closing bracket. So in this vid, this is all we are going to build. In the next vid, we are going to go and break this blue box into its complex stuff which you see over here on the screen. We'll do that in the next vid. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, comment, let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next vid. Have a nice day.